Good morning, everyone. I'm meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 9 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now, we've got news out of Greenville where Governor Josh Stein is going to be hosting a roundtable discussion today on medical debt relief. Stein will host a roundtable at Cornerstone Missionary Baptist Church on Allen Road coming up this afternoon. Last month, Governor Stein announced that more than $6.5 billion in medical debt had been erased through the Medical Debt Relief Program. The program relieves more than 2.5 million North Carolinians of their medical debt across the state. And now we want to turn our attention towards Congress, where yesterday the House passed a bill to release the Epstein files. It is now traveling to the Senate. Hallie Jackson, NBC, has more.
This morning, now poised to head to the president, a bipartisan bill to force the release of DOJ documents related to the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, passing both chambers of Congress nearly unanimously.
The bill is passed.
After months of resistance from the president and GOP leaders, only one elected Republican voting no. Some Epstein survivors at a vigil at the Capitol when they heard the news.
The Senate has passed the bill.
The family of Virginia Roberts Giuffre, one of Epstein's most prominent accusers who died by suicide earlier this year, emotional. What does this moment mean to you?
She did it. She did it. She paved the way for the survivors to continue to come forward.
At a rally earlier, one Epstein survivor, Jenna-Lisa Jones, delivering this message to the president.
Please stop making this political. It is not about you, President Trump. I voted for you, but your behavior on this issue has been a national embarrassment.
President Trump has not been accused of wrongdoing related to Epstein. In an Oval Office meeting alongside the Saudi Crown Prince, lashing out at questions, including about his one-time friend.
Mr. President, why wait for Congress to release the Epstein files? Why not just do it now?
You know, it's not the question that I mind, it's your attitude. I have nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. I threw him out of my club many years ago because I thought he was a sick pervert.
That coming just days after the president snapped at a Bloomberg reporter asking a follow-up question about Epstein, calling her Piggy. The White House saying the reporter behaved in an inappropriate and unprofessional way, but Bloomberg pushing back. Now, after the action in Congress, many women for whom this is so deeply personal, looking to what's next.
We've made it clear that we are tired of waiting. What makes you confident that you may actually see the public release of these Epstein files? Because I don't think the American people will settle for anything less.
Again, that was Hallie Jackson reporting. We now want to turn to your weather forecast, where we had a few light rain showers. Well, we still have a few light rain showers coming across eastern North Carolina. Not again seeing enough to really put any sort of dent in the drought that is occurring across the east. Let's get you right to, again, what we're seeing across the mid-Atlantic region, where that low pressure system is right now pulling off the coast of New Jersey. Again, we're kind of getting the tail end of the cold front, and that is giving us a few raindrops, not a lot. We never really anticipated this would be a soaking rain, but right now, looks like Nash, Edgecombe, Halifax, Martin, Bertie, Chowan, Washington, portions of Hyde, Terrell County, Dare County. Those are the areas, again, that have seen the most rain. It does look like we did have a little downpour pop up there across Pamlico County earlier this morning, passing just north of Oriental. It doesn't look like that's back in the cards again until possibly we get into Saturday, but I don't think, again, it's going to be widespread. Here's a look again at the drought monitor. We get an updated version coming up tomorrow, anticipating, unfortunately, that things will be looking a little bit worse despite the raindrops we've got coming down right now. As a view through our Pirate Cam, air temperatures currently in the low to mid 60s, 63 degrees. West-southwesterly wind will certainly help warm us up a little bit more today, but dew points in the mid 50s, again, doing us some favors. The higher our dew points get, especially early on this morning, hopefully the more rain we can get out of the atmosphere. But right now the rain's kind of happening, and any kind of increase in dew point right now is really not going to have that much of effect at all. Now, air temperatures currently in the low to mid 60s throughout most of eastern North Carolina, but you can clearly see which areas are receiving rain showers and a little bit thicker cloud cover just based on air temperatures. Those of you again in the mid to upper 50s around the Albemarle Sound and kind of Highway 64 corridor and northward, that's where again we're more in the 50s versus the 60s. So if you're looking for some heat today, head south, you will likely find it. Now, air temperatures, again, up from yesterday in a significant way. We are again looking at around 15 to 20 degrees warmer across some parts of eastern North Carolina than where we were 24 hours ago. A lot of that has to do with the cloud cover that we had overnight last night, and we're also looking at a southwesterly wind at about, we'll give it around 6 to 12 miles per hour. It's a breeze that is at least consistent, not the strongest of numbers though. Air temperatures today likely getting into the upper 60s. Some areas may drift into the low 70s, but rain showers really not back in the cards until we get into really Friday night into Saturday morning. We may have again a few raindrops linger until lunchtime today, but coming up for tomorrow, not really putting a lot of stock into the drops you're seeing there across Duplin County. Hope it happens. I hope it happens. But right now, again, the atmosphere over eastern North Carolina, especially as we see winds shift later on today, that's going to bring in drier air, and any of those light showers showing up on the models usually tend to dry up and won't actually make it down to the ground. If the model is showing again a little bit of a heavier downpour, I might have a little bit more faith in it, but again, our air is just too dry, even with dew points in the mid 50s, because we're going to dry it out even further later on today as those winds swing around from the southwest to the northwest. Now here's the next round of rain. Again, we'll have some showers coming in Friday morning, but I think we'll have a better opportunity for rain more so Friday night into Saturday morning. I think Saturday is the day to watch for, again, some more rain showers coming down than, say, Friday evening. But Sunday, dry again, mostly sunny. Air temperatures in the mid 60s will stay above average as we head into the start of next week, with Wednesday looking a little bit more promising as far as rain showers go. 50% chance coming up next Wednesday. Well, that's all we have time for today's 9 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, have a fantastic Wednesday.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by ENC Pirate Realty.